This is good chocolate.
Hmm?
What are you doing?
I'm thinking.
No, you're not.
Sam.
Go away.
I'm not here. Is it working?
Yeah, not at all.
Are you doing your thing though?
Yeah, I was just about to start.
Haven't started yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. Mwah. You're really good. I have my motivational chocolate to start this Flosstube episode because everyone needs a little bit of motivational chocolate when they're feeling camera shy. So they're like a dark chocolate orange with freeze-dried raspberries and almonds. You can't get much better than that. My grandma got them for me for Christmas and I'm slowly like enjoying them one at a time. So with that, welcome back to World on a String by Dara. I am Dara. You can find me on Instagram at ThaliaTree or at World on a String by Dara. World on a String by Dara is my personal pattern designs, and then at ThaliaTree is just personal account. It encompasses everything I stitch and craft and do. Had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday and Happy New Year. Holy cow, it's 2023. Yeah, I am like, where did 2022 go? And yet I look back through my camera roll and I'm like, oh yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Like, I feel like so much stuff happened that it just went by fast. Not that nothing happened, it was just a lot. So I am officially back at work. Today was my second day back at work after a 2.5 week long break, which was so wonderful to rest and rejuvenate, and I'm so glad I had the ability to take that much time off. So yeah, I'm back at work. It's good to be back at work. I'm not a fan of the sleep schedule change. I may or may not have my husband and I may or may not have been keeping the best sleep schedule, going to bed at like 3 and waking up at like 11 or 12. So it's been a little hard readjusting in that way, but you know, so such is life, right? So if you're coming back to my channel, thanks so much for watching, and if you're new here, a grand welcome to you too. All about I've called it a floss tube, but honestly I talk a lot about crafting and life and other things that I do as well. It's more like a crafting vlog than it is solely about cross stitch. So this episode is going to be a long one because we're not only going through some extremely exciting finishes, but I've got a few new starts. I'm doing a WIP parade of everything that I have left from 2022, and I was going to show off my husband opening the Christmas stitch that I gave him for Christmas, and then of course going over all of the haul that I got for Christmas this year. I'm just going to be crafty as much as I want to be. Those are my plans, so that section of the video is over. And I wanted to start with the question of the week because I forgot to do that last video. And I wanted to ask, what was the best holiday food that you ate this season? Mine was, oh goodness, I gotta think, because we had like 3 Christmases. Because we had one with just my immediate family, and then we had one with my husband's immediate family, and then we had one with my grandparents and immediate family on the 26th. So we had like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then Christmas with my grandparents on the 26th. So there was a lot of food to go around, let's just say that. I think, honestly, although, was this a New Year's food? I can't, guys. I think it was Christmas. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, if this is offending you, but I can't remember if it was Christmas or New Year's. But my favorite was the homemade mac and cheese. It is a recipe from a woman that my dad used to work with, and she made the best homemade mac and cheese. And Dad made that this year, and it turned out so good, so creamy and delicious. Oh my goodness, it was just great. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what the best holiday food that you had this year was. And let's get into some crafting and stitching. So let's start with finishes. I finished 3 things in the past 2 weeks, you guys. Okay, one of them, I will give a disclaimer, is not a cross stitch, but it's a craft, so who cares? So the first thing that I finished, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me post about this. If not, here you go. I finished the hot chocolate recipe by Stitchy. And boy oh boy, it turned out so good. Sorry, I'm not gonna try and flatten this because it's been folded up. I need to iron it again and get it on a foam board. But here it is, you guys. I'll kind of roll it up as we go. Goodness, it's done. It is finished. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to hang this up in my kitchen. Oh my goodness. So this was completed on Belfast linen in smoky white. I believe I ordered this on 123 Stitch, the fabric. And I used all the called for DMC. There's not really much else to say about it. I love hot chocolate. It is really, really cold here in Oregon again. We actually had a freak ice storm the day before Christmas. Okay, the 2 days before Christmas Adam, on the 23rd, and it was so bad. We had like an inch or 2 thick layer of ice, and then it had like snowed on top of that, and then it was melting. It was super slippery. Thankfully, it melted in time for us to go to my parents' house on Christmas Eve, but goodness, it was chaotic. Me and my husband, we went out and took a test drive just for fun because he loves snow driving. He's really, really good at it. I'm very glad I married a competent snow and ice driver. So we went out for a test drive on the ice, and it was a lot. In our tiny little Ford Focus, it's a tiny hatchback Ford Focus that has like no power at all. We were skidding and sliding. It was hilarious. Anyway, cold. It's cold. Everyone needs hot chocolate when it's cold. So this is the recipe to follow if you want hot chocolate. It's really good. So yeah, I am super, super excited to be done with this. I was planning on getting it professionally matted, but we've got a lot of financial things we're saving for right now, so I think I'm gonna try matting this at home the way that I'm like envisioning it being done. So I'll get some foam board for it, I'll mount it, and hopefully I can find a frame that does it justice. I know that Michael's has a big coupon on their frame selection right now, so we will see how it turns out. So yeah, there is hot chocolate recipe by Stitchy. I had so much fun doing this. I actually really enjoyed the back stitching of this pattern. So there is the first finish. Not of 2023, but the last. I believe it's the last one of 2022, if you don't count my other craft. So we're gonna, okay, well, I guess I'll finish the cross stitch finishes. So the second finish, technically this is the first finish of 2023 because I finished it yesterday, I believe, last night. Yeah, I finished it last night. Or the night before? It was the night before. Today is, oh wow, I think today is the 7th of January. So anyway, my best friend came, this has a little bit of a story because you guys haven't seen this yet. My best friend came to visit on she came last Thursday and we had a sleepover until Friday, and I've just gotten her barely into cross stitching, so I took her to Acorns and Threads, which is my local needlework shop here in Beaverton, Oregon, And lo and behold, they had the Satsuma Street ornament kits, which are totally sold out right now. So I freaked out and I bought, they had the first two of the 12 Days of Christmas series, which is the partridge in the pear and the 2 turtle doves. So I freaked out. She actually was, my best friend was super sweet and bought me one of them as a late Christmas present. And then I bought the other one. And so, ta-da! This is my first finish of, it's gonna spin for a while. I have it held wrong. This is my first finish. 3. Is the partridge and a pear. Let's see, is it focusing? Yes. Oh, it unfocused. Goodness. Come on, camera. Good job. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Here, I'll get out of the frame a little bit. Oh, it's so pretty. I just like discovered her during Jingle Ball, and I love her patterns. Goodness, camera. There we go. I love her coloring. I love just the style. So when I saw these, I've had these on my wish list since Jingle Ball, and I am so excited that I was able to find them. So again, this is the first one done. My Christmas tree's still up, so it's gonna hang on my Christmas tree probably until this weekend or next when we take the Christmas tree down. But yeah, I love it. This was my first time doing beading and sequins. I hated the sequins, but I loved the beads. So getting the sequins and beads to lay right was honestly really obnoxious. But the beads were really fun. I might do some more patterns with beads because that was really enjoyable and I think it turned out great. So there's that one, and I have started 2 French hens. I'll show you my progress on that later, but yeah, I do need to put a little bit, I'm gonna cut out a piece of really, really thin cardboard, like the kind that come in like a piece of mail that shouldn't fold. It's really, really thin stuff, and then I'm going to cover it in a fabric that I think will match these colors really well. And then I will finish the back of it, and it will be fully finished, but it's mostly finished for now. So yay for a first finish of 2023. That has been super fun to have hanging around. And then the third finish is a rather special finish. So for Christmas, my husband got me a wood burning kit for Christmas. He got me the whole like wood burning hobbyist soldering iron setup, and he got me a pile of wooden things to engrave. So he got a bunch of little blocks, he got a cool wood round, he got me a wooden box that I haven't decided what I'm going to put on yet. So I'm like, I don't want to touch it till I know what I want to put on it. I did my first wood burning project and it turned out really good and I'm really excited. So this is a piece from a TV show. It's actually a kids TV show called Gravity Falls. It's by the Disney Channel, I believe. And I usually do not like Disney Channel stuff. I enjoy Disney movies, but Disney Channel stuff is not usually my thing. I didn't know this show existed until my sister-in-laws were like, you guys have to watch this. We watched it, we loved it. It's now one of our favorite shows ever. Which is funny because we're adults and it's a kid show, but it's a wonderful kid show. So this is Bill Cipher, and he is the villain in Gravity Falls. He is like master of chaos. Basically, the whole show is a theme of the show, at least, is the world ending. And so I took one of the just images and I traced it with carbon paper onto this wooden round, and I wood burned all of the outlines and black parts basically, and then I went over it and painted it. Fun fact, when I was in the middle of painting this, our power went out. This was the Tuesday after Christmas, and the power was out all day because it was a massive windstorm. We usually don't get power outages like this, so I don't know what quite happened, but something blew up and it wasn't good. And we ended up going to my parents' house for most of the day afterwards. But I did paint this in the dark. I had a light that was charged, and I just scooped it up and finished painting it because I was really close to being done and I didn't want to let it sit. So there is that. I am so happy with how it turned out. I need to do a little more touch up on it because I smudged some paint up here and some of the lines aren't as clean as I want them to be after painting them. So I need to do a little more touch up, and then I need to do like a clear acrylic finish. I've got an acrylic spray that I'll spray over it when I'm officially done. But the majority of the work is done, and I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I cannot wait to hang this in our house because we love the show. Super, super fun. So yeah, those are my finishes of the past few weeks. Yay! Let's get into my starts, and these are officially 2023 starts. So I've got 2 of them. And I'll start with the one that I already mentioned, which is the Satsuma Street 2 Turtle Doves. Here it is. Super cute. This is the second kit that I got from Acorns and Threads last week. It is a Christmas ornament, so hopefully I'll finish it in the next few days and have it ready to go next Christmas for our Christmas tree, or maybe my Christmas tree will still be up by the time I finish it. I have not made very much progress on that one. That is okay because I just did the whole partridge in a pear. So it's done on, I believe, 14 count perforated paper, and that's as much as I've done. So again, not very much, but plenty to say that it's a start. And this is a great little portable project. I like that I can just stitch in hand with it. It's super. So there is that. Also, this is a new project bag from my grandma in Alaska. She freaked out. I'll show you some of the haul later, but she freaked out. Made a bunch of project bags that are matching for me and my mom. And then she sent me like a fun cross-stitch care package too. And so this was one of the project bags that she sent me. And it's adorable. It's got like ho 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 and Christmas phrases on it, and candy canes is the main fabric. So super cute. I've been enjoying these new project bags. Let's see. My second start of, oh, actually this might not have been 2023. This might have been a 2022 last minute. Either way, this one is very cool. I am really excited to show this off. Let's see. This is Steampunk Bee, and it is by Nonstop Stitch on Etsy. I'm not going to butcher the designer's actual name. You can read it right there. It's a hard name for me to say, but super cool. If you don't know, I'm a beekeeper, so I love anything bees. Also, it was warm enough to check on my hives, so when bees, during the winter, they clump up into a little ball and they buzz together and keep each other warm, and they move around the hive eating the honey that they stored. So when it gets warm enough, they will break apart from that clump. They'll start the process of cleaning out the hive of all the bees that died. They'll go get water. They will start looking for some food if it's warm enough. And basically they'll start spring cleanup. Whenever it gets above 55 or 57 degrees, I believe. That's the official like temperature that they start breaking apart from that cluster in winter. And it was like in the 60s last week. So we checked on the hive. I actually had my sister-in-law do it because the farm is an hour away from where we live, and that's where the bees are currently. And they were looking great. Both of my hives survived. I have 2 of them, and I was able to get a big fondant patty in there to help them have enough food that will last them through the January, February, and potentially March freezes that happen here in Oregon. So fingers crossed that they will continue to make it through the winter. And yeah, I love bees, so this is really cool. My husband and I are both engineers, so I love anything like gears, mechanical, even though I'm an electrical engineering major. This is still really cool to me. So I love bees, I love engineering. This was the perfect cross-stitch pattern to start. Especially because my parents got me a super adorable bee project bag for Christmas, which is what this is in. So I will show that off as well. This is what the project bag looks like. It's adorable. I love it. It's cute. It's the perfect size for this project. And it matches because it's bees. So this is my official start on this pattern. It's essentially a full coverage, aside from like the gray background. So yeah, you can kind of see there. I did a middle start, and I'm starting with like the little clock that's in the center of everything. So that's really, really fun. I really love doing all of the shading on these guys. But yeah, that whole bee and the hexagonal background is full coverage, basically. So I might be crying a little bit, but I think it's beautiful, and I think it's going to turn out great. So there's that. I'm doing it on, oh boy, I count. I believe it's an even weave. And, oh, I remembered. It is a Witchelt even weave in the color Mushroom. And it's 25 count. So I'm doing 1/1 on 25 count for this guy. Otherwise, he would be huge, and I was not ready to commit to that big of a piece. So I did 25 count. This is my first time doing 1/1, and I actually really enjoy it. I don't think I like it for other designs of patterns that I usually do, but I do really, really like it. So I'm excited with how it's turning out. I love how the shading looks. There's a better up close of how far I am so far. So yeah, that is super fun. Love that. And that is the only other start I have, which is great. The only WIP that I worked on over Christmas break was the Cozy Witchy Christmas, and that was from Flossy Fox Shop. And I really only did this little window area and maybe tidied up some of the wreaths and stuff. So very cute. I love, love, love this pattern. I love this designer. I'm a part of her Patreon. She does monthly free patterns. Definitely go check her out. Andrea is so nice and wonderful, and this is just such a cute pattern. So loving this, but I might tuck it away because Christmas is over and work on some other fun things. So we will see. But that was the only like WIP that I've worked on in the past few weeks. Show off Zach opening his budgie present that I stitched for him. Let me grab it. Here's the finished piece. His little budgie bird. They are his favorite kind of birds. I found this and stitched this for him a few weeks before Christmas, and it turned out so good and he loved it. So I'll insert a video here of him opening it because it's so sweet.
Wait, no. Wait, stop. Wait, okay, you're good. Oh my gosh.
Take it out of the bubble wrap.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh. Now, is it a parrot, a parakeet, or a budgie? What is it? Which type of bird is it?
I think it's a budgie.
Okay.
It might be a parakeet.
And there's another one.
I've been calling it a budgie this whole time.
I'm always calling it like that. It's adorable. That is so cute. I love it. You stitched that, I assume?
I did.
It's really cute.
In like the last 2 weeks.
Nice. All the alone time in the living room.
Yep.
Amazing. Oh, it is so cute.
You should show it to the camera. He's happy. It's so cute.
That's so amazing. Oh, man, I need to like make a picture frame array around my computer now.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on arms and stuff. That's so cute.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
So he really loved it. It's on display in our house now, along with other things that I got him. So that is really fun. Before I get into the WIP parade of the rest of the WIPs that I have left over from 2022, I want to say thank you so much to Christine. I forgot her last name, but she lives in the UK, and she sent my entire family Christmas presents for Christmas. What the heck, Christine? Oh my word. So, she sent Zach a present, she sent my brother and my dad a present, and then she sent Mom and I presents, which is so freaking sweet of her. Thank you, Christine. You're crazy. So, she got my husband some fun Hagrid socks. Hagrid is from Harry Potter, which is one of our favorite movie series, so that was like perfect. And some fun chocolate. And then for me, she got my mom and I some cross-stitch planners, and I've actually been looking into these and wanting to buy one. So this was so well timed and perfect. I can't even believe it. When you open it, it has like a project index. I've barely started filling it out, but I've got plans for it. And it's got some super fun informational pages for your projects. It's got like the name of your project, when you started it, are you doing it for fun or giving it as a gift, what's the difficulty level. It has like the needle number, the number of colors, where you got the pattern, and then over here is like you can write down the size, all the colors, any photos. If you want to print out photos and put them here, which I totally will. And then if you're like planning out a project, you can put your needed supplies in your shopping list over here. So I totally love this. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Christine. That was an accident. I love it, I promise. It's super fun, super cool. I cannot wait to use this for more of my projects. So that was a truly fun surprise to get in the mail. And she also got me this super cute little needle book. I never would have gotten a needle book for myself. So this would, let's see, is my camera focusing? There we go. So I don't know, I never would have gotten a needle book for myself. So this is like perfect and adorable. And I got a bunch of needles in the Christmas package that my grandma sent. So this is full of all my needles now. That's my page of 28s because I use those most often, and then those are my 26s. So this is wonderful. Such a thoughtful gift. She also got me a cute little gnome bee that's dressed up like a bee needle minder. I will put a picture up here because I got like a bajillion needle minders for Christmas, and I'll circle the one she got for me. So super, super cute. Thank you so much, Christine. I cannot wait to use all of these gifts. And I'm just so blessed that you would send me Happy Mail for Christmas. So thank you very, very much. And without further ado, let's get into the WIPs of 2022. That was not supposed to rhyme. Let's see. So we'll start off with some that I've shown off in some previous floss tubes obviously I've shown them all in the previous Flosstube. I don't know what that's about, but this is Lovely Autumn Sampler by Maria Bravko, or Cute Patterns by Maria. This is the full pattern. I am doing it on 28 count Carolina linen? Something like that. Anyway, super cute. I am actually really close to being done with this guy. I just got angry with it. I do not like the fabric. So this pattern, this WIP is in a timeout. It's also too fall for me right now. So, very cute pattern. It's using all the called for DMCs as well, in case you were interested. I also have this pattern, which is the Christmas Sampler by Leola Craft Shop. This is adorable. I thought I would finish it by Christmas, but guess what? I didn't. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Seriously though, I do actually really like this pattern. And I am stitching it on Vintage Country Mocha and using all the called for DMCs. It is super, super cute. I actually really love it. It is a lot of detail. It's not as much detail as some other patterns that I've done, but it's enough that I'm like, whoa, I have to use my brain to do this pattern, which is interesting because not all very detailed patterns make me feel that way. So I set it down for a while. I got a good almost quarter of the way into it, so this will be a good Christmas pattern to pick up next year before Christmas. And of course, my favorite part is the jar of little chocolate sauce and whatever. It's just really cute. And the start of the plaid tablecloth, of course. So this is also a very fun pattern, a good seasonal one to set aside for next year. Or maybe if I feel like Christmas in July. You never know. I am that kind of girl. So we'll see. We might have a few Christmas finishes in July. I've actually been itching to work on this one lately, so I might leave it out. This one is called Dragon Guardian of the Wayfarers. And it's a full coverage circle of a dragon, and then there are like two little guys with a campfire that it's guarding, and I just love the imagery of that. So this, I can't tell you what their names are, but there they are. This Etsy shop name is of this, but I know they're very popular. I'll put it up here what their Etsy shop name is. But yeah, so this is a full coverage, and I actually am a significant amount of the way through it. That is my progress so far. I'm more than halfway through the top of the circle. You can kind of see here. I have done all of this here, and so I'm heading into the orange trees on the left, so probably your right. I don't know, man. But it's really pretty and really, really satisfying. There's a lot of shading, which I really enjoy. And I might keep working on this because I've been in the mood to work on this. This is a good, like, January, February, wintry pattern where it's not quite Christmas, but not quite fall and not quite spring. So I'm doing that one on, I believe, just an 18 count Witchelt Navy. Ada. It's an Ada. Of course, 18 count is Ada. So yeah, that one was really fun, using all the called for DMCs. I'm gonna leave this one out because I actually want to work on it. Oh boy, these are some oldies. This one, I'm not sure I have a picture of the full pattern because it's a stitch along. Yeah, I don't think I do. I know it is fully like out now. So I'll put a picture up here of the fully finished stitch along. But this is the first stitch along I ever took part in, and it is the Think Happy, Be Happy stitch along from Historical Sampler Company. I got started with it, I got mad at it, and I put it away. I don't know why I got mad at it. I think it was early in my cross stitch exploration, so I was like trying 50 things at once, and I think I was like, all right, I want to set this down and try something new. So I never got around to finishing it, but I do really like this one. So maybe in the spring I will finish this one because it is very cute, and it's bees, of course, so definitely one I gotta finish. So yeah, that one is super fun. I believe this came with, I think it's either 14 count or 18 count Aida. It's just a white Aida, and then all the called for DMCs. So that one is fun. It's a good springy one to do when you're feeling springy. Of course, I have another bee pattern. This one is called, it didn't come with like a pattern page, unfortunately, but it's called Honey, or like the chemicals of honey, and it says honey, it's got a bunch of bees on it, and it's all of the chemical constituents that make up honey, which I think is awesome. This is the first thing I ever used to learn to cross stitch. I've never finished it. I feel like everyone has that one project that they learn how to stitch on that takes forever for them to get back on the bandwagon and finish. So I've got the H that starts the honey, and I've got the very first molecule, which is pretty funny. I'm like not even close. But honestly, it's such a simple pattern that if I just put some time into it, it could really easily be finished. I believe I'm doing it on a Witch-Hilt 16 count Aida. Maybe that's another fun one I'll finish in the next few weeks, because that one would be really easy and simple. I also don't know the designer. I'll like share that when I'm going back through the editing. So let's see. This one is a pattern of my own design. I showed it off last time. It is the Manta Ray. Here's a picture of what it looks like, the full pattern, and here's how far I am on it. I am doing this one on 18 count black Aida from KC Fabrics, or KC Stitch Fabrics. They're just an Amazon brand of Aida, I think. And I've actually been surprised by the quality of their Aida. It's pretty good. So this one's being done on black Aida with DMC 4040. It's a variegating floss, and I am just loving how it's turning out. So you can't see the variegation perfectly in the video, but I love it. And this design is actually one that my dad doodled, and then I turned into a cross stitch pattern. So I think it's very elegant and fun. Definitely one that I will be working on probably through the summer, unless I get a wild hair and want to finish it in like 5 minutes. So yeah, that's a great pattern. Let's see, I've only got 2 more. I've got another pattern about bees for you. I've actually been itching to work on this one as well. This one is one of my favorites. Another Stitch Rovia pattern, and this one is called Sweet as Can Be. Oh, I'll show you the final one, or the final picture of it. There you go, Sweet as Can Be. It's a beautiful little sampler that's got a bunch of bee-related hives and jars of honey and stuff. I just fell in love with it because I love her patterns. I love all the back stitching she does. So that's as far as I've gotten on it. I believe I'm almost halfway. Like if I finished this hive over here and some of the words up here, I would be halfway done. I'm doing this on a 28 count Monaco, which is like a cotton fabric. I'm thoroughly enjoying the Monaco. I really, really like the look of it. So yeah, there's that one. I think I'm going to pull this one out and work on it more because I do really, really enjoy it. And once springtime rolls around, I have to go and feed them a lot because that's a very crucial time to build up their population if you want to get a harvest in the late summer. So there's a little bee fun fact for you. It's almost bee season and I gotta get my act together and go feed them. So there's that pattern. I really hope to finish that this spring or summer because I would love to frame it. I have like had visions of how I would frame it and put it in my house since I saw the pattern. So fingers crossed to finishing that this year. Oh, 2 more, guys. Sorry, I lied the first time. I actually have 2 more now. So, this one is my insane full coverage pattern. This is Lord of the Rings Stained Glass by, I don't actually know, I'll put their Etsy name here. But it's not actually Lord of the Rings, it is the story of the Hobbit told in stained glass form. And I have not even done a page, but I love it. It's great. So this is as far as I've gotten. That's the outline of the first page and whatever. I'm kind of angry at this whole section right here because it's all white and it's annoying to just do hundreds and hundreds of white stitches. So I've been having fun with that. But yeah, it's a beautiful pattern. I love it. I have a lot of fun with full coverage when I'm in the mood for full coverage. I'm doing it, I believe this is an 18 count oatmeal Aida, again from the KC Stitch fabric people on Amazon. They sold fabric large enough for this pattern. And this pattern is huge, you guys. So yeah. I really would like to make a lot more progress on my full coverage this year. Hopefully I can get in the mood for it a lot more. My parents got me a great stitching stand that I'm able to stitch better with. It used to hurt my shoulder because it was so heavy. So I'm really hoping I can stitch more on that this year and make some significant progress. Yeah. Then the last WIP of 2022 is another of my own patterns that I haven't released yet. I know I said I would and that I would finish this so I could, but I didn't. There's a lot of that lately, ain't there? You know, it's Christmas, so I'm going to do what I want. But this is, I'm calling it Bumblebee Tea. And I've got a basic mock-up of what it looks like. It looks like this. My computer software doesn't do a great job of generating the images for it, but it's basically some bees having their tea with a bunch of other little critters and animals around, bringing them food and being jealous of their tea party. So I'm almost done. I am so close to being done. I just hate this fabric, so it's really hard to motivate myself to work on this. I've definitely decided that the really big linens I'm not a huge fan of, but it's okay. I promise I will finish this. It's a good little springtime pattern. There's a cute, unresistible little dragonfly with glasses. So cute. There's a cute little ladybug with a basket of flowers. I'm working on the spider that's going to be over there. And then, of course, the bees having their tea. Other little critters. So, this is a 28 count Carolina linen again. I love the look of it. Working with it is absolutely terrible. So, you can bet I will not be working with that fabric ever again. So, but yeah, hopefully, again, that one will be finished soon. I do really want to see it finished for the springtime. So maybe that will motivate me to work on it a little bit more. So those, my friends, are all of my leftover WIPs from 2022. Yay! that is super fun. I'm like, wow, this is going to be a long video. I will zip through my haul a little bit because I've got a lot. Let's see. So, I got a heck ton of project bags for Christmas from like both sides of the family. So, first one I'll share is this one. My sister-in-law got me this off of my wish list on Etsy. And I have been looking for a project bag to do one of my yarn projects in. And I have this super cute Tunisian crochet sock pattern that I want to try because I love the look of knitted socks. I've never done it. Okay, I've done knitting before. It was super unintuitive. I honestly should try again now that I'm like older, but I haven't even gone that far. So, but I did find some sock yarn that I really liked. That one was for me, and these colors are for my husband. So I was going to make us both a pair of socks. I just need to find my Tunisian crochet hooks. But this little project bag is the cutest thing. It's got little mushrooms on it and hedgehogs and little mice. It is the freaking cutest thing. So thank you, Becca. That's my sister-in-law. It's got a cute little drawstring and a little handle for you to take it with you. Perfect size for my little yarn project. So I'm really excited about that. And then my parents got me a handful of project bags. I mentioned the bee one earlier that has the steampunk bee in it. So that was one of them that they got. This is another one. It's another like bee flowery garden related, and it has a kitted up project in it, you guys. This is my project bag for the Farming Magic Stitch Along by Flossie Fox Shop that is starting this Friday, the 6th. Oh, so today's not the 7th. Today would be the 4th. I got that wrong a lot earlier in the video. Sorry about that. But yeah, her sale is starting on the 6th. I've got it kitted up. I am ready to go. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for this awesome project bag to put it in. Because it's like farmy. It's cute. It's got a bunch of bees on it. It's magical. It's perfect. And then they also got me this awesome Minecraft project bag. My husband and I love gaming together. I love doing game-related stitches. And it's just got a bunch of little Steves and Alexes and creepers on it, which I love. And then, of course, like a grass block on the inside. So I've been wanting to do a Minecraft stitch or another gaming-related stitch, so this will be perfect for when I decide to kit that up. And then they also got me one more. I believe it did get delivered. It came late, basically, so I haven't gotten it yet. But they showed me a picture. It's very pretty. And then I've got a handful of them that I got from my grandma. So this is in one of the packages that she sent to me and my mom. She made matching ones for all of us. So this is a cute Christmas one. It's got snowflakes and little trucks on it. And she makes little thread keepers, matching thread keepers to go with them, which is adorable. And I love that. So there's that project bag. And this is another Christmas one. It's got some reindeer and Christmas lights. This one is Susie Zoo. My mom has been obsessed with Susie Zoo from the time she was little. I think she's an artist, and she does these little stories of all these little animals, like Susie the duck, and I don't remember all their names, but my mom could name every single one for you. And so her and I now have matching Susie Zoo project bags, which is pretty adorable. Also have this cute Christmas one. If you couldn't tell, we really like Christmas in this family, so I've got a lot of Christmas project bags. And I really don't care if there are non-Christmas projects inside of them, because it totally works. So it's got some cute stockings and whatever. And then this one I'm super excited about. It's another bee project bag. Imagine that. So my grandma made this one especially for me. It's got beehives and honey and pretty flower borders and some bees on it. I am in love, and it comes with a really, really cute thread keeper. The inside is wonderful felt that helps keep your thread in order. And then she also sent these super cool zipper things. They're like a multi-purpose way to store all of your crafting supplies when you're out and about. So it's got a ton of pockets. You can put like measuring tapes and pins and extra scissors and needles and like a little notebook. They're just adorable. So I'm excited to fill these with stuff. She did send scissors and like a little tape measure to put in it and whatnot. So I'm going to fill it up and kit it up with some fun project in the future. And then I also got a crap ton of needle minders for Christmas. So I'll put a picture of all of them up here. They are from Christine, from my parents, from my brother, and also from my Aunt Michelle. They all got me multiple needle minders, which is so fun. I had like just run out of needle minders, so it was perfect timing for all of that. And yeah, thank you so much to my family for all the ways they blessed me this Christmas. So many fun projects to do and arts and crafts and wood burning to learn. So yeah, that has been super exciting. Oh my word. I also wanted to mention that the same grandma who made the project bags for me also like flipped out and bought a lot of 300 skeins of floss and just sent them to me and my mom, 300 skeins each. And so one of the evenings this past week, I sat for many hours at my workbench and I sorted floss. It was a lot of floss, you guys, and let's just say I am stocked up. If I ever need floss, that probably have it. So that was super fun to sort, and goodness, I just had a wonderful Christmas with friends and family. I made cinnamon rolls for everyone. It's been like a tradition since my husband and I got married that I make cinnamon rolls for both sides of the family for Christmas. So that was a hoot. I made 29 cinnamon rolls. It was a lot of cinnamon rolls and they were really, really good. So no regrets. They were wonderful. Yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps just bring more people into the channel so that I can talk with them more and welcome them to the cross-stitch community we have here. So thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful first few weeks of your new year. And I'll see you next time. Bye.